Get 'em.
Welcome, folks. Y'all come on in and make yourself at home. This here, well, this is the Rolling Thunder Podcast, your home for all things Rolling Thunder. This episode is brought to you by Mossy Oak, because everything is better in Bottomland. Kent Cartridge, quality matters, performance counts. Shen Gear, waterfowl gear that is built better. Benelli USA, dominate the skies. And Ducks Unlimited, the world's leader in wetlands and waterfowl conservation.
Well, welcome to another episode of the Rolling Thunder Podcast. Boys, we are on a roll. This is our second podcast recorded in 7 days.
It's a mile marker.
Is that right? I don't know. But we're getting back on pace, on schedule. We have a guest from way out of town today, and we have somebody slipping in the door to.
I need my key.
Oh, it's in your car. Did you see that look? That's the look I get all the time.
She needed it in a bad way. She needed it now.
Jeez. Well, welcome to another episode of the Rolling Thunder Podcast. Spencer's already been fussed at. We're 2 minutes in. Anyways, we got Big Gurkatron here with us, Roll Tide Riles,
Roll Tide.
and our buddy Hunter Colbert. How do I say it?
Colbert.
Okay, all right.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah.
No,
Hunter
not
is
at all.
Hunter's the marketing. What is your exact job title, Hunter?
I could try to tell it to you. I wear a lot of hats. I guess technically sales and marketing.
Okay.
Is what I do for my 9 to 5. But everything else I do, I handle all the socials, digital marketing, all that stuff.
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
One-stop shop.
Well, good. This is the first time you've been to Somerville, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, welcome to Somerville. It's a booming metropolis.
Yeah, beautiful little town.
Yeah, if you stop at the subway and turn around and go back, you can go through the same stoplight twice.
There you go.
We're truly we're a 2 stoplight town, aren't we? Here I am.
Oh, upgrades.
And then a weird 4-way stop.
Yeah, it's true. There's a couple weird
Is that S-turn?
intersections.
S-turn thing? I was terrified. I was good
Where?
teabagging somebody. Right as you come in.
To the courthouse?
Yep,
Oh,
right
yeah,
in front of the courthouse.
It's
It was
really
real weird.
awkward.
Yeah.
You don't know if somebody's going straight or left or right.
Yeah,
Just
and
put
on
a-
the west side of the courthouse, it's one way. On the east side, it's 2 ways.
Oh, thank God I didn't do that.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Good Lord.
It doesn't make much sense. But, anyways, welcome to Somerville.
Yeah, dude. It's
Are
awesome.
you're out traveling? You said you were at North Delta this morning, huh? Mm-hmm. What's North Delta got going? Reinhardt, like
fussing
cutting
at
smartweed. And,
fussing at beavers,
Oh,
yelling at carp, the typical.
yeah.
time of
The
year.
river just fell out of there. I bet it stunk.
Yeah,
I bet
he
it
was
was a
not a
bunch
happy
of
camper. And then y'all
nasty-
got red wasp up here. I didn't know there was a difference in wasp.
Oh, I
They're
didn't
like
either.
bright red little suckers, and they're apparently mean as can be.
Huh.
Yeah, he was.
I try to stay away from all wasps.
Yeah, he.
I'm an equal opportunity wasp avoider.
Yeah, we were
Color be damned.
taking the Polaris out, and he's like, "Hey, if I get stung, I don't have my
Hit me with
EpiPen."
this- oh.
Yeah, he's like, "I don't have it." I was like, "Oh, that's lovely. Thanks for that." So
See Reinhardt getting stung and like taking an old timer, knife and just like poking, traking himself,
Yeah.
Just to fix it.
Yeah. Oh, well, you got some new product with you. Tell us kind of what I know you came down for more than just to visit Reinhardt.
yeah. So it's Fasteel Plus Bayou Blend. Same components as Fasteel Plus. It's got 3s and 5s in it.
Mm-hmm.
So you're looking 3s and 5. So the number one seller we had last year with the original Fasteel Plus was the 2s and 4s.
Yep.
Had 197 pellets per pull. This has the 3s and 5s has 242.
Huh.
I believe so. It ups your pellet count a little bit.
Yep.
I mean, it's built for
I love
duck hunting.
Absolutely.
And then it's got the beautiful Mossy Oak Bottomland
Yeah, I was
wrapped
noticing
case.
that.
Yeah.
Original Bottomland. That's pretty slick.
And got kicking some of the proceeds back to the Mossy Oak Gamekeeper grants.
Oh,
so
nice.
It's,
Cool.
yeah, everybody wins in that situation.
Yeah, we agree with that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. The 2s and 4s, we shot a bunch of those in the 20 gauge, and they were awesome. I can only imagine. So will the 20 gauge also be 3s and 5s? Or
Yep.
will that'll be
Yeah, I
even
think
better.
the 20 gauge is a 1 ounce at 1350.
Okay.
So it's still going to be
I'm
gonna
a
be a pretty
big
good
fan
all
of
round.
shot count.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean,
If I could get straight 6s in steel, I'd probably shoot that. You know?
yeah, yeah. I mean, more pellets on target is going to win.
Yeah.
9 times out of
That's
10.
right. Especially with steel, you know, I feel like shot count
Yeah,
goes a long way because you're not, you know, sure kinetic energy's part of it, but all things considered, you're trying to knock them out of the sky.
yep.
Let the dog do his job, right?
Accuracy by volume, can't beat it.
Where can somebody get those?
It's a Sports South exclusive, so really, I mean, probably your
So
favorite retailer.
all your independent dealers.
Yep.
And, yeah, I mean, it'll be all over the place. That's awesome.
Yep, and if it's not there when you walk in your favorite store,
Ask 'em.
ask
That's
somebody
right.
about it. Yep.
That's right. Ask somebody. Where to from here? It's about to be trade show season, huh?
Oh, I'm not looking forward to it. I'm not. It's a trade shows, man. Summers. I mean, this starts. I feel like I'm gonna wake up and be at SHOT Show. Like
Correct.
it's a blur from
June is the only really kind of down month, and it's not down much.
no.
July and August are wide open.
It's terrible. It's
Now,
like,
will you? I know in years past, Jeff has done some of the buy group shows. Will you be doing those for him this year?
I hope not, because we got spring shows as well. I mean, we're pretty. It's really just Jeff and I. We got sales reps and
Yeah.
awesome support staff that helps us out, but we kind of divide it up. I'll do consumer, he'll do
Yeah.
buy group stuff. But if he needs it,
Which do you know which buy groups he's doing?
I think all of them.
Okay.
Yeah, just the spring ones. Or I guess like.
In August.
Oh no, he doesn't do any of the fall. We don't do any of the fall buy group stuff.
Oh,
It's
really?
only like the it's like January through February.
I got you. Well, y'all are lucky.
Oh, I
August,
couldn't.
August is hell.
Yeah, I couldn't
'Cause it's
imagine.
NBS Mid States and Sports Inc. are back to back to back. And they're all three in different towns, like a million miles away. It's like
Yeah.
Dallas or Fort Worth, Phoenix, and something else, San Antonio or something
Yeah.
like
Which
that.
is that when you guys do all yours, or do you do the spring and the January too?
I go to both.
Both of them.
Yeah, just because you end up getting, you get the leftover, whoever didn't write their waterfowl stuff in the spring,
That's
like they
scrambling
were
for
supposed
it.
to. Yeah.
Yep.
And you pick them up, and then you hopefully write some spring stuff. But then in January, you end up writing a bunch of turkey business for everybody that drug their
Mm-hmm.
feet on turkey, and a little bit of fall business. So it I don't know. It just
Yeah, it's something to think about. We have a lot of.
we can't flex with pre-books like you guys can.
Oh man,
quite
that,
as much.
that stuff it's getting crazy. Coming
Everybody-
back down to normal, definitely. It feels a lot different than it did in 2021, but it's still.
Are y'all catching up to demand?
Yeah,
still kinda
I mean, it's still
allocating.
slowing down, but it's still crazy. I mean, the level of people that we have calling in, everybody wants their stuff earlier and earlier every year.
Mm-hmm.
On the consumer side of it, dealers have been they've kind of gotten adjusted to how the new normal is going to operate. I feel like, or I guess they feel like they're bending a little bit more and not being like, hey, this needs to be here, this needs to be here. It's
Yeah.
kind of mellowed down and everybody's hung out a little bit. But
What would
it's,
you say y'all's number one product is?
Fast Steel 2.0. It's still 2 to 1, and like ounce and a quarter, ounce and an eighth, number twos.
Over like shot shell over even target loads and stuff like that?
Target, we hardly make any target loads. now.
Really?
Yeah, we had to cut that. I mean, the demand that we've had for steel waterfowl is laughable. So
More
we're-
than what you can sustain in order to. I mean, like it's
Oh.
better business for y'all than.
Oh
than
yeah,
load business.
target loads are good, but it's just the volume that you have to do to be able to keep up with what we can do with steel. It just makes more sense to do that. So Fast Steel 2.0 is still 2 to
Wow.
1.
That's crazy.
Fasteel Plus was a good jump, but 2.0 still just eats everything.
Are those in stores now?
They should be shipping here pretty soon. They started loading them a couple weeks ago. Like
Are you asking about those 4-packs, or are you asking about 2.0?
Sorry, I was staring at the
plus,
yeah.
or the Bayou blend. I'm sorry.
Mhm,
And these,
Bayou
I forgot to mention this earlier. These are loaded, so it's got in a case you'll have two. There's 200 round sleeves in it, so it's a 200 round case with 100 rounds in each sleeve.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it'll have 4 boxes on the inside.
Oh, we
But
did.
yeah, nice little boxes. The I guess inner case outer box is a little bit heavier too, so it's gonna be.
What's the MSRP on a 200 count case? Do you
That
know?
I don't think I.
Oh, Jeff asked me to ask you that question.
Oh,
on the
yep.
spot.
See,
I'm just-
fumbling already. I have.
I was really not trying to set you up.
No,
get you in
really,
trouble.
I have
was just
no
trying to make
idea.
the Conversation.
Let me circle back in 30 seconds.
I shot some of those stacked loads last year.
Yeah.
They were. I remember I come back to you and was talking about how killer they were.
Yeah, they're great.
They're pretty nasty. Pretty nasty little loads.
So you guys are hoping that those kind of take the wave for you guys as Kent then?
No, I mean it's really just like not a one-off, but it helps build the brand. It helps give back to conservation.
Yeah.
And a level that we haven't really. I mean, we work with DU, we work with Delta, Pheasants Forever, and all that. But this is a direct. Hey, the portion of each sale of a case of this goes back to conservation, which is
That's great packaging too, because if you have a whole case, you end up putting the whole case in the truck. In which case, you have 10 boxes of shells in there, right? So somebody in your buddies is going to come pilfer a box out of your case. But if you got it in 2 sleeves of 4,
You can hide them a little
you
better.
can hide them better. Yeah, and you can you can take. I mean, one sleeve of 4 will get you through a weekend more than likely. You know.
yeah. That's the
I mean, so
thought in mind. It's not going to be.
I like that. That's creative.
We did that with not to the same extent, but the bismuth that we have is now dropped to 200 rounds, and those are in tiny little 8-box cases, and they're super. That changed a lot. Those aren't. I think they're like 32, 33 pounds hauling around. That changed that.
Cases of shotgun shells are kind of like $100 bills. Like, I hate cutting them open because once you cut them open, they're gone. Like, everybody would rather open a new box of shotgun shells than have to shoot loose ones.
Yeah, no doubt.
So, yeah, that's pretty creative. How was your turkey season?
Oh man, turkey hunting. So we have 250 acres right out the back of the office.
Yeah.
And in today's world, I have a couple cell phone cameras. So sitting down 9 a.m. meeting, get a picture of some toms walking one way. I know where they're going. I had killed a.
We're going to need to wrap this meeting up.
Yep. Yeah, I'm looking at it, and you can open the door. I mean, I had 3 strutters right after NWTF, and
Jeez.
like 20 yards out the back door of the office. Like it's a pretty ignorant spot. So we shot one there, and then I shot one out from under my dad in late season. He's got this place that he shuts down. Everybody goes down deer hunts, but he shuts it down during turkey season. And I couldn't tell you the amount of turkeys he's killed under the same tree.
Wow.
But it's like a choke point. So they just, at some point in the day, they cut through that area.
Right.
And he was having a hard time with it. Got down one morning, could hear birds. He wouldn't move. Just stuck in his ways. I went down and he had to listen to me just walk this bird down and kill it. He was not very happy, but I had a pretty good season.
Awesome. Yeah,
Did you travel anywhere?
No, I got a baby on the way. I got to stay close to home and work on that honeydew list.
When's the due date?
September 20th.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Do we know, is this a boy or a girl?
a little girl. So
Okay.
I am stressed out.
Yeah.
Stressed out.
Yeah, the world changes when you see it through the eyes of a father that has daughters. I was a really rotten human, you know?
Yeah, no, it's a
See all your shortcomings in a little different light.
yep, real quick.
As you can tell by the vicious stare that I got at the beginning of this podcast. Oh, me. Any big plans this fall? You traveling anywhere?
Not at the moment. I do want to get up to North Delta though. I've heard.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah, I heard there's a couple people I got to get in a close room and get them all fired up and watch that unfold.
For sure. Now that you've seen Springtime Eric, you definitely need to see Wintertime Reinhardt with the heat applied from Vogler.
January.
Mid to late January, frazzled Reinhardt with Vogler in rare form is a sight to behold.
Oh, yeah.
I think that would be important for you to. Yeah.
I'll
just leave it at that.
I talked to Brandon a couple months ago, and I'm really trying to figure out how to get him to do it. But like having guide Olympics and getting guides to do just random stupid little stuff would be.
Eric would be all over that.
Yeah, I would pay so much money to watch that unfold.
Almost need to have like remember that show? It was kind of like Jackass, but where they dared people, but they didn't they have like
with the comedians.
But they had maybe Impractical Jokers where they had an earbud in or whatever, and so as
Mm-hmm.
they're talking to somebody, there's a panel of people telling them what to say next.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like North Delta would be the perfect place for those guides to like push Eric's button because he just erupts so easily that if you were videoing it and you could kind of be like, say such and such and egg them on, I mean,
Get his genuine reaction on.
Get a client on board.
oh man, yeah. I mean, that'd be pretty gold. Mm-hmm. Those boys are rare birds.
Oh my god!
They are.
Eating. We were having fried pork chops at 10:45 this morning, and he was like, "This is the world's best pork chop. We got to be here. They're gonna be sold out." And I was like, "All right, dude, let's go
good.
get it."
That's awesome. It's a special place, and their hunting is really good. The accommodations are great. I mean, it's top notch all the way around. But the Reinhardt entertainment is next level.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if you can catch it on a weekend when Vogler's feeling himself. Spectacular. Yeah. So, what's coming down the pipe for y'all? Anything in the hopper you can secret tell us about?
Oh man, there's about 100 different things I could go. Trying to open up the sub gauge market. I know we have the one 28 gauge configuration now. Trying to open that up a little bit more.
Awesome.
And just trying to stay on top of everything, staying somewhat innovative.
Do you see sub gauge growth like we see it in the South, like across the? I know y'all sell pheasant loads and a bunch of other things.
Yeah, you'll get a lot of the guys. We did Pheasant Fest this year. A lot of guys are using 2016s, 28s. Just trying to get to the point. Even 410s. We haven't. I don't think Kent's ever loaded 410s.
Wow.
So that'll be something to really kind of open up and see where we can jump into in that world. But I think that's going to be probably one of the bigger things for next year.
Yeah. There's a lot of demand for sub gauge. We see it in January and February when everybody's done farming. Like we have, it's almost a rabbit hunter a day comes in here. Like, y'all got any lead 410?
Oh yeah.
Nope. Got some of these turkey shells. Yeah. Holy cow, those are $11 a piece. Yeah, well, we're not shooting rabbits with them. Yeah, that I would think that would be a good business for y'all.
Just
Nobody else is really focusing on it.
Yeah, especially like the 28 gauge 3-inch has been a real big thing. I think what was that 2 years ago? Benelli came out with that.
Yep.
And that's been a big pull.
Yeah, and they're one of the few 28 gauges, if I remember right, that shoots a 3-inch shell. And so a lot of the 28 gauge shot shells on the market are 2 3/4.
2 3/4, 2.5 on that. All that just weird, quirky stuff. Which I feel like everything, like marketing wise in the outdoor industry right now, and really the world as a whole, like wants to go back to the 70s and 80s so bad.
Oh yeah.
And it's the weirdest. It could just be me noticing stuff, but it's like,
Oh no, vintage is definitely hot.
yeah.
And the more vintage you can get it, the more it seems like everybody likes it. I was actually on a call this morning with NWTF, and they wanted us to do some licensed stuff in conjunction with the convention and turkey season next year. And they were kind of wanting to know some ideas, and I was like, yeah, I got a great idea. Could we please license the vintage logo, like the North American logo with the flying turkey? And they were like, why would you want to do that? And I was like, because your customers want that.
Yeah.
Like, trust me.
It's like
Trust me.
You're fixing to find out why.
Yeah.
I have a strong feeling I'm going to get told no. But if I could get told yes, I think that we could surprise them.
I already got my room booked for NWTF.
Yeah,
I'm not
I do
joking.
too.
Was not joking with that.
A long golf scramble weekend. We all sat around at Megan Corbett's on Saturday and booked hotel rooms and made sure all that was in line. So
Those go pretty quick, don't they?
Oh, dude, I missed it last
Yeah.
year, and I was walking a mile.
and
every
they'll
morning.
have rooms, but the difference between the room block, like
Oh, it's
the
like
vendor
$250.
is $209 or something, and the regular rooms are $500+ dollars.
Because they're still booking people that aren't coming for the convention.
Yeah, they're just happen to show
Yeah,
up.
but their regular rates pushing 500 plus to 600.
I'm just
depending
saying
on
they're
the
not
weekend.
exclusively letting the hotel be to NWTF.
That's
No,
consumers.
That's correct. They have a certain amount of rooms that they allow the NWTF to book at a discounted rate for their vendors and stuff like that. So,
Like I paid more money to stay a mile up the road last
Yeah.
year than I did this year to stay in,
Yeah.
and I got an atrium room.
Yeah.
like it's crazy. Yeah,
there's nothing else like it, though. It's the greatest consumer show in the country by
yeah.
far.
It's
If you don't have fun there, then you just really got to find something else to do.
yeah, dude. That show is a trip.
Do you go to SHOT Show?
I'll do SHOT. Next spring will be SHOT, NWTF, Pheasant Fest, and I think even DU, which that's in your guys' backyard next year.
Yep, that'll be a big one. That'll be a good time. We'll have to do some stuff with y'all at that. It is our backyard. It's not exactly. Yeah, Memphis is.
It's like the side yard.
Yeah,
Which where are they? Is there a convention center downtown that they're having
yeah.
it at?
It's a whopper. I mean, it's a big deal, but
Is it downtown, or is it?
it's next to the bridge. I mean, it's
Could be.
it used to be called the Cook Convention Center. I mean, NWTF had their convention there when I was a kid.
Oh, really?
95, I want to say. 90, 94, somewhere right through there.
Now, would you say 95 is a long time ago for you?
No, it doesn't feel like it. I
Okay.
mean, yeah, it's a long time ago. It's 30 years ago.
Yeah.
But
Well, I was born in 95, so it's.
I was 13 in 95, so it feels like a long time ago in some respects, but in other respects it doesn't. The 90s feels like it was like yesterday.
Blink of an eye.
But
yeah.
I mean, the Cook Convention Center is big, and it'll be a really nice. I think it'll be a really nice event. I can't say I've been to many things downtown Memphis for multiple days, like conventions like that. You know, they have conventions down there, and they used to have a lot of them, but in recent years it's been
slowed down?
Seems to be fewer. So it'll be interesting. In years past, when Memphis hosted outdoor stuff like that, it was a big deal and a big success.
Yeah, you're close to a lot of stuff.
Yeah, easy to get to, you know. I mean, Little Rock's under 2 hours, Jackson, Mississippi's under 3, Nashville's under 3. Right. I mean, and St.
lot of
Louis is
hunters.
only 4.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, it's a lot of hunters within 4 hours of Memphis, a whole lot. For quite frankly, more than are within 4 hours of Little Rock. Because
You get in Tennessee too.
yeah, you're getting all of Tennessee. You're getting Western Kentucky. You're getting the Boot Hill of Missouri. You're getting the north half of Mississippi, and you're getting basically the whole state of Arkansas. You can get anywhere in Arkansas to Memphis in 4 hours, except maybe the extreme northwest corner. But you're only about 5.5 from there, and that's where most of the population of Arkansas lives. You know, so Little Rock was good for Delta, but I think Memphis will be better for DU.
I'm interested to see how Baton Rouge does.
Yeah, me too.
That's gonna be.
As long as the coon asses show up and spend their
man.
money, it'll be okay.
I drag one of those dudes to every show with me, and it's getting real. Oh my God! Listen to him talk.
Cajuns like to spend their money.
Yeah, they
I
do.
mean, they like to show you that they got it, and they like to watch that credit card get swiped. So as long as they show up and show out, it'll be a good show for everybody.
They love to cook too.
Oh, I'm not gonna complain about that one.
Indeed. I've never been to Baton Rouge. Have you? I mean,
I drove through.
the stories of LSU.
Oh, you got to go see the Tiger.
Are epic. So
Where's the Tiger at?
At their, it's like they have like a little enclosure right outside LSU's campus.
Like an actual tiger?
Like a legitimate, yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, you've never
We have to.
oh, that's fine.
go blow some duck calls at them. See how
It's
Jump
their
through the glass.
mascot. I mean, Memphis has a 30-acre campus for their tiger. He lives in a little wilderness thing with, glass fence around it.
Jeez.
Imagine waking up one morning and be like, "Where's the Tiger?"
Yeah.
We're just
I think
800-pound killing
I think
machines.
it's Tom the Fourth, I think, is who they're on right now.
Yeah, I think
and
that-
LSU's got the exact same deal. I mean, they've got a little enclosure that he lives in.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Like you don't understand how big those things are until you're standing
Yeah, they're
underneath
large.
of it. Like, it's crazy.
They are large. Tigers are wild.
But no, I had a buddy that went to Texas A&M, and at the end of every spring semester, I'd fly down to Houston. He'd pick me up, and we'd drive from Houston all the way back up to D.C. That's a long way to go, but we'd always stop in Baton Rouge.
Get in trouble.
No. So we were like, I think the latest we did it after we were 21 once. But he was in the Corps, all military, just real Texas A&M cult.
Yeah, I was just say real cultish.
Yeah, so he's it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Knoxville's another great little spot if
Yuck.
you're ever gonna make that drive.
No. Too much orange up
To
there.
way too much orange. I'll give you that.
I love the state of Tennessee. I do not like the Vols. I'm sorry. Ugh. It's awful. Nashville's just good enough.
What was that? Nashville was Vandy? Is that what's in there?
Yeah. But it's also just kind of the melting pot of Tennessee. Pulls from everybody.
Nashville's a fun time.
Yeah, Nashville will spit you out though pretty quick.
It's undefeated.
Yeah. It's got me every time.
Yeah. That place. I love going there. But as soon as I'm there, I freaking hate it. Dude, it's just taxing on the liver, on the sleep, just everything is just brutal.
Imagine living there.
I have a cousin that does, and it's bad. It's very bad.
When y'all go to shows like that, how do you get your stuff back and forth? You pack it in a box and check it on the airplane?
I wish.
I mean, they give you
I wish. Not the big old booth. No, all that stuff gets
crated up.
crated up and shipped back.
I got you.
So it's that's another super fun thing now.
I didn't know if you tried to go through TSA security with like a hand loader,
Oh yeah, the
It's
nice
just
little
sand. It's
yeah.
not explosive.
Dude, we had. Oh my God, there's a segue. So we had a kid at the first year at Delta when we had the little demonstration halls, and we were loading them. One of the kids that we have told him, didn't know any different, told him it was a lie. Just, I don't know if he told him it was a live thing or it was the dad. But he loaded a shell, and this kid, being 8-10 years old, thinking he could kill his first duck with this hand-loaded shell. It was loaded with sand, and the primer was punched. Dad didn't pay attention to it. I got a phone call in the middle of November of this dad coming unglued. Because it had demonstration hall on the side of the shell. The primer was punched, but this kid threw it in the gun.
Special moment. Y'all loaded the shell
Yup.
together. First duck.
First
Click.
duck, gave it up in the decoys. Click.
I'm impressed that dad saved that shell all that time.
Oh, he
I
was
couldn't find something in
livid.
December that I messed with in July if my life depended on it.
Well, the kid held on to it. I can almost guarantee you the
Still.
kid slept with it on his pillow every night. Like it was one of the most heartbreaking things. I think I sent him a box of shells and a bunch of swag to make up for it, but I felt bad. I felt so bad. But it's just one of those things.
It is kind of cool though how y'all have the loader because people don't realize what goes into a shotgun shell and how all the different steps. So I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, we load cases of that stuff over the course of a weekend. It's
Of the
crazy.
demonstration. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I mean, hundreds of rounds that kids come up and do.
that's pretty neat.
So for the most of the shows, you guys sell at the shows, or you guys just do like you'll ship them if they want to purchase them?
No, we've never even done that. We do like T-shirts, hoodies, and stuff, just merch stuff at the shows. We've never sold directly at the shows. I think we're going to try to get into it. I think we've kicked around the idea of having like a local dealer do like a drop ship where they take the order and then we ship it from us, or I don't know how logistically, I don't know how it would work, but that's something that we've looked at.
It's not normal for you guys to sell them at the shows. is what you're
No,
saying.
we've never done it. Yeah, it would be nice. Feel like we could move some product,
Right.
But trying to figure out what's going to be the first show is just logistically. I feel like every time that we try to build something up to work on it, some fire starts and
through.
we end up
Yeah.
going on a.
You know how at those trade shows will be like mom and dad, 2 kids walk up, and dad's interested, and everybody else is exhausted and just like sitting there just waiting on dad to. Can't you see dad like buying a case of 12 gauge 3.5-inch shells, handing it to mom, be like, "Hey, you mind carrying this?" And mom's like,
30,
weighs
36
100
pounds. Yeah. That's the biggest thing on it. And it's almost like,
"You do not need this." Yes, I do.
it's so cheap. But that's the biggest thing of it is, are we going to ship 100 cases of shells down and have somebody carry 30 pounds of ammo? And it's just so shipping it, figuring out a way how to.
Because parking's never close to the event.
No, and you're going to have a couple beers and you're going to set that case down. You're going to forget about it. And then there's just a case of ammo sitting there, and it's just it's a mess. So I think if we ever do it, might end up doing it online and just having them place the order and then send us the receipt on it, and we'll send it from I don't know how it'll work, but
Yeah.
it's definitely something we've thought about.
Yeah. It's hard too, because then you want to support your dealers, and if you roll into a town where you got a bunch of dealers, then they're going to be, irritated that you're undercutting them or selling around them. I mean, y'all have done a good job of that, just letting people experience how the shell goes together and experience the brand without pissing your dealers off.
Yeah, and that's
We know all
my
about that.
as much
Pissing the
as
dealer off part.
as much as show season is a pain.
Yeah.
I've really liked building the brand through meeting end
Connections,
users.
yeah.
It's really nice to kind of. I mean, 5 years ago we had a 10x10 booth that nobody would stop at. Now we have people taking selfies with it.
That's right.
So it's it's just a crazy thing to watch everything grow.
Yeah, people like
Through
being
that.
able to experience the brand as well as just see it. So,
Yeah.
They like to put like the online stuff face to face as much as they can. Mm-hmm. Because people don't want to drive all the way over here to like say establish like and come to Rolling Thunder. Not that they don't want to come over here; it's just an inconvenience. So if you're in their area and they see that you're coming over there,
That's
that's
right.
it.
That's right. Well, good. All good. You got big plans this evening? The nightlife in Somerville is a little quiet.
A little quiet. No.
Taco Tuesday is kind of the pinnacle of the week.
Also,
Well,
just falls
Wednesday
off after.
scrambles now. We got Wednesday scrambles.
Oh
to
yeah,
look forward
Wednesday
to.
country club scrambles. If you can find somebody that'll let you be their guest.
Well, I can't swing a golf club for anything, so I think I'm out on that. No, probably. I mean, is there basketball on tonight? Or no, that was last night.
Yeah,
College World
Luca's
Series
really
started.
letting down.
Yeah.
Falling
The
apart.
average overweight middle-aged white man. I'm really disappointed. He's like our champion
Yeah.
He done.
of our kind, and he's
Seems like it always
down
goes that
3-0.
way.
Come on, Luca. I was expecting a little more than that.
We still got Larry Bird.
That's
he
true.
he died.
No,
What?
no. Jerry West.
Oh,
died.
Jerry West. Shit.
Yeah, I was like, Larry did not die. Jerry West died.
I saw
on
who
Monday.
was on-
Find out this way.
Yeah, that would be breaking news on the Rolling Thunder podcast. Oh man,
Lord.
he's Jerry West went to WVU. He
Yeah,
got a
that's right. He's
statue
the
of him out
logo.
front. Yeah, NBA logo.
Yep. Well, good deal. Well, man, thanks for stopping by.
I would say anytime, but I'm not in this part of the country a whole lot.
Yeah. You got to be from the deep south headed to Arkansas for us to be on your way. And even then, we're about 15 minutes out of the way. Mm-hmm. Look at all
to
the.
drive out of the way to come here, huh?
No, it wasn't that bad. It was just a left there or right up in.
Yeah, he crossed the bridge probably at Dyersburg and brought him in the back way to the airport,
Yep.
Yep.
which is a much more pleasant drive than the straight shot down I-55.
Oh, that was last night was brutal. Falling
Yeah.
asleep with the sunset was terrible.
Pretty flat.
Yeah, not a lot going on. Not a lot going on.
So, well, good deal. Well, man, looking forward to seeing the new product this fall. We'll have some here at the store, and we will be burning powder, shooting some ducks here before long.
That's under 3 months?
Yep.
2.5 months. There we go.
Depends on what your end date is, but yeah, mid-September is.
Or I guess you go north.
Yeah, that's what
That's
I mean.
middle of August.
September 1. Well, yeah.
Isn't there part of North Dakota?
Yeah, psychos hunt geese in August up there, but not us.
I mean, it's the middle of August in North Dakota. It's like January down here.
Not quite. I don't know. It's pretty hot up there. It gets pretty hot up there by August.
No.
And I can tell you what happens. People go out, they scout, they see like 500 honkers. They're like, we're going to get them.
And then
they're not there the next day because they're geese and they get hot. I mean, they're like, we're not flying over there.
We just seen this other field
Yeah.
that just got cut.
Yeah. I mean, it's very rare that I hear great August early goose stories out of North Dakota.
There's
I know
usually
people
one or
shoot
two
them,
groups.
but yeah, I know
They're
they
the superstars of the year. That's the only reason most of them go out there.
Everybody I've ever known that's gone up there is just like, nah, not doing that.
Not
again.
worth it.
But I don't think we're going to do much goose hunting around here this year. All of our corn was really late, really, really like, first week or two of May. kinda
Oh,
late.
man.
So it'll be the October season ought to be all right if we're not busy doing other things. But you're right, it'll be here before we know it. And,
Absolutely.
So, well, we'll see you down the road, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll see you at Delta and maybe a few other places.
About a month, yeah.
So I'll see Jeff a few places.
No, he'll be everywhere. He's everywhere. Which, I think, Rogers is that next weekend?
Mm-hmm.
He'll be up there.
Yeah, Rogers, yeah.
Or no, he'll
weekend
be
in
at,
August.
he's going to come to Delta too.
Oh, good.
Yeah, he'll be there. I think he comes in Friday afternoon, I believe.
Keeping tabs on you.
Mm-hmm. Making sure we aren't going completely crazy. Somebody's got to
Can't be
keep us in
getting
check.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Somebody
I can
got
see Jeff being like, yeah, Little Rock's one thing. Baton Rouge? Hunter needs a little chaperonage.
Yeah, that could get pretty western real quick.
Well, man, thanks for stopping by. And, yeah, thanks for the product. And we're looking forward to, seeing you guys continue to do great things.
We'll keep trying. Keep hammering away.
Find you some Kent Fast Steel, better in Bottomland. Give back to the Gamekeeper grant.
Living life to the fullest.
Yeah, living life to the fullest. I like it, Girk.
Go stack your load.
Well, thank y'all for listening to another episode, and we will catch you on the next one.